modify. This is created.
Okay.
And, I don't know. I think God did a pretty good job creating cows and pigs and chickens.
I don't have all the fancy vlogging equipment. This is my first video.
My question to everybody is,
I'm going to show you one of the first things in my bug out bag. This is just stuff that I've picked up along the way online. This is a little binocular travel set.
Think about it, okay? We already know that, the stem cell research,
compact. It's got the compass on one side and a mirror on the other.
All right, it maybe helps some people. But if we can start genetically printing food, how long does it take till we genetically print
You can wear it around your neck.
That's probably already there for
whistle.
transplants and stuff like that.
And there's
Well, hey,
somewhere.
you can print all the organs.
I can't remember.
Why not just print an entire person? Who needs Match.com? You could just go online.
This is going to be like a surprise because I've kind of stuck things in here along the way.
Printer and boom, you have your boyfriend, girlfriend, G-friend, whatever.
It's been like an all-year process of 2020. Got a few little cheap MREs that come from, these actually came from Walmart. Chili mac with beef and ice cream sandwich.
But, when we're starting to create stuff, that's God's job.
Also, I bought another bag of MREs somewhere.
I don't feel like
this is just a little burpees set,
for all intents and
lotion.
purposes, a plastic steak or,
All that
who
good
knows
stuff.
where this stuff's coming from.
Now, a lot of my bags in here, I have to put a lot of my stuff in Ziploc baggies just in case. You don't ever know what situation might be occurring if you ever had the bug out. So I want my stuff to be dry if I'm in an emergency situation. Some of the things in here, I have grapefruit seed extract. That is extremely important. This is like a natural antibiotic. I have used this many a times when I would have a bad toothache, abscess tooth, just not feeling good when I'm really sick with a cold or something, which I haven't been lately because I've done really good about keeping up with my vitamins and zinc and grapefruit seed extract. That is proof. The grapefruit seed extract, it can be bought in pill form or in liquid form, and it is completely safe for humans and animals. There have been no bad reactions in any studies done. However, my mother is epileptic and she takes medicine for her epilepsy that she is not allowed to eat grapefruits. So she probably cannot take the grapefruit seed extract for that reason. I'm going to turn the TV off in the background because it's competing noise. I have some kids' Pepto. Have some headache relief medicine. Is that what that is? Yeah. Sometimes I'll put other stuff in there. I have an extra pack of cigarettes just in case. Because, you get nervous when stuff gets stressful. I have a bunch of little condiments, hot sauce, ketchup, salt and pepper, all in a little baggie. Just extra little thing of protein to go. Have some hydrocortisone cream. Very important if you're out in the woods or in nature. There's a good chance you're going to get bug bit or poison ivy or something. You definitely are going to need that. Or will wish you had it. I have Flintstone vitamins for my kids or for us or whoever might need them. I have some goodies powder. Some packs of turmeric ginger, which is good if you have an upset stomach. It's caffeine free, but it helps if you're got a rot gut or anything, which if you're not eating like you normally would, if you're in a survival situation, there's a good chance your stomach's going to be hurting. So you'll need things like that to fall back on, just in case. So that's one baggie. And like I said, this stuff is really not organized like I want it to be. I will come back at another time. And usually in the spring and in the fall, I'll go through all my canned stuff and rotate the oldest stuff to the front. Just got a little candle in there just to have that in that baggie in case these baggies ever get separated or anything. Got a little piece of twist tie just falls or whatever. You never know when you might need it. Sorry, my lighter's not good in there. So I'll just prefer the zip top baggies, then you don't have this problem. Okay. Got a bottle of water randomly. I got a kid's medicine dropper just because I don't know, but I love babies, and if there's a baby around that I can help, I will definitely want to be ready. Another bag, random stuff. This has the what's it called? Miralax. It's like the generic version of Miralax, which, if, like I said, you're in a bad scenario, it's a good chance you're not eating good and your stomach is going to be upset or tore up, or you're not eating right. Got some Fig Newtons, some to-go packs. Got some peroxide. Got some adult gummies, multivitamins. Got a bunch of Halls. A little pack of soap. Some peroxide. Rolls of galls. More Tylenol. Got a little pocket knife down in there. And some hot cocoa. In case you're sick. Sometimes that feels good on your throat. Especially when you don't want more water. Here's one of my MREs I just bought. Take that price tag off. Chicken noodle and vegetables sauce. And sauce. Now, I have no idea how old these are. I bought them from an old vet at the flea market. And he told me they didn't go bad, so anyway, it was just an option just in case I'm in one of those scenarios. We have it. Have a trail marking kit, just in case you're in the woods and you lose your way. You want to be able to find your way back or try to keep your bearings as much as possible. I have some dissolvable children's allergy. Oh man, everything is backwards because I'm doing this. But you get the gist. They're allergy tablets that are dissolvable. And my son, I have a son that's 11 years old and he's autistic. And he's extremely picky. I can't get him to take medicine, can't get him to eat normal, like normal kids eat. So I have a unique way of packing things also. But the things that I put in to cover his needs would also cover an infant's needs because it's similar. I have to treat him as an infant sometimes. I have the Tylenol dissolvable tablets for children. That's just in case, you never know. I have the BC cherry flavored powder packs. Have an extra bandana just in case I need to tie off an injury or put it around my head when I'm sweating. Or I have some salt deodorant. It's no aluminum in it, and it's a really weird kind of deodorant. It's like a stick of salt, and you literally have to wet the top for each use. But you don't have to worry about your third eye becoming calcified, do you? Have an extra comb. Another little thing of cortisone. Oh, I have a travel Yahtzee in case the kids get bored, or the adults. Either way. Have a bunch of Q-tips, some eye drops, a bunch of packs of little moist wipes, which I'm not entirely sure they'll be any good, but they'll still be like little napkins if nothing else. Triple antibiotic ointment, Band-Aids, have an Uno pack. Like I said, just in case kids, if you're trying to be in a survival situation, you want to try to keep your kids as occupied and comfortable and quiet as possible, especially if you're in a lookout situation and you need to keep your kids maintained for a minute while you either go hunt for food or whatever the case may be. I have some lavender spray, just like if you're really stressed, and you can hit a little pump on your arms and it'll calm you down. It works for autistic children too. Just sometimes the break of the smell can make a difference. Just to like transition into something else. I have a little mirror just for personal hygiene or whatever. I'm gonna use some of this chapstick. Anyhow, I think that's about it on that bag. Oh, wait a minute. I have one of these little old tin cans. And I have some rolling papers and little magnet with some safety pins stuck on it. It's got a glue stick and a sewing kit. Some little Velcro tabs if needed. A little sewing kit type thing. Fingernail file, things like that. All these little things, you know, you're not going to want to hike with this stuff. But if I'm jumping in my car and something's going down kind of crazy, I want to know that the things that I'm not going to be able to just go to the store and buy, I might have access to for a little while until I can at least come up with another game plan or something. This isn't meant to sustain for very long. This is to have a little bit of normalcy if the streamer does hit the fan, kind of thing. And that's that bag. Okay, and another bag. This bag is just a pair of long john stretch pants type things, like yoga pants or something, just to have like as a thermal. And that's just a black t-shirt just in case I need to be incognito or something, or need to change a t-shirt. Bar soap. Here's another MRE we bought. Got this from a vet at the flea market too. This one is Asian style beef strips with vegetables. Yummy. Not really, but yeah. And I have an extra sheet and an extra t-shirt in here also, just in case, you know, you need a towel or a sheet or something extra for whatever you might be doing. Or whatever situation occurs. You could have an injury you might need to use it for. You could, there's endless possibilities, but it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. That's always in every situation. Whether it be preps or guns or clothing or shelter. It's always better to have it, not need it, than need it, and not have it. So I'm packing this bag back up some. I'm going to have to get another Ziploc baggie for this because this I'll edit that out. Okay, that's bag number 1. Oh, I'm not done yet, am I? Oh no, I still have side pockets. Okay, let's see what's in the side pockets. Nothing on that side. water and toothpaste. A flannel shirt just in case it's chilly. And got another pack with some hot cocoa and toilet paper and some roasted dandelion root tea, which is also a good anti-inflammatory, and some soap and a lighter. And I got some earplugs and a little headlamp in case I need to be hands-free and see where I'm going. Not sure what that is. Oh, this is just a baggie of Ziploc baggies folded up really thin. Because you never know. You can use Ziploc baggies for so many things in the scenario when you're away from home. You can use it to keep your stuff dry. You can use it to gather water in if you needed to, or to gather supplies, or keep the bugs out of your stuff, or, you know, just preserve your food until the next meal so you're not eating it all at one time. Things like that come in handy. This bag here is like my medical bag, I believe. This one was my medical bag. And like I said, this, I don't know what DST stands for, but it's my medical bag. I got it for like $1, I believe, at a thrift store. It's pretty sturdy, and I have it packed pretty full. I got some croutons in there just because them don't go bad really fast, and it's something to put a taste or flavor of bread in your stomach and in your mouth. Got some children's chewable Tylenol. I've got some zinc. I've got my Ginger Ninja face mask, just in case I need to go in stealth mode or something. You know, it happens. No, not really. Oh, these are my snacks, not my medical. Okay, that's what we're in. I have, in this bag, I have a big thing of beef jerky, some salted peanuts, and a couple of Slim Jims. This is just a little protein bag, just to have some food, just in case things get hairy and you ain't got McDonald's, which I don't eat McDonald's, that was just bad reference. Things get hairy. This bag has some Fig Newtons, some more beef jerky, a bag of pecans, or pecans, depending on where you're from, some gummies, and a couple of Slim Jims. This one has the children's allergy medicine, a couple of feminine products, which could also be used as gauze if need be. I mean, it sounds silly, but they are super absorbent. I have some infant vitamin drops with iron. And these smell really strong, and my son doesn't like it, so it would be hard to get it to mix in a drink. But if you have a child in front of you that's starving to death, at least you could get it some nutrients in its body that way with some infant drops. I also have a box of Nicoderm nicotine patches because, you know, if you're used to smoking and cigarettes aren't ready available, you don't want to go like ape crazy on somebody because you're having nicotine withdrawals. That wouldn't be good. Let's see, I've got an 8-volt battery in here. I mean, a 9-volt battery. Where the heck did I get that from? Got a 9-volt battery in the bottom of that, and it's basically just either for a walkie-talkie I might run across because I don't have one yet, or to like use to start a little fire with some steel wool or something like that. Got a bunch of hulls in here. Some fruit snacks, Band-Aids, more beef jerky. Got a little thing of sparklers. Boy, gotta get it together here. And some peanuts. And in the bottom I have my crunchy peanut butter bars. Let me put that in one of these bags. Just little oat bars, fruit and nut bars. Something to give you a little bit of protein to get you through. And that stuff, you know, it lasts a pretty good while. Even past the expiration date, it still lasts a good bit. I've got these just to have a pair of pliers or a little screwdriver or a tiny little knife or file. That comes in pretty handy, and it doesn't take up much room, so that's in my bug out. I also have my zombie knife in that one. This is pretty cool. It's got this part right here comes out and screws on to here, and you can use it as a blow dart also. But it's pretty sharp. And be good for whacking some small brush maybe, or not sure if it would cut the cut wood for a fire or anything, but it might do some light work. And then, you know, if you're in a survival situation and you don't have a choice, you can always make things work. That's just kind of how you do. I got some little firecrackers. Not that I would plan on using them in a bug out scenario, but it could be used maybe as a distraction or something. I don't know. Put all of them in a little pillowcase or a t-shirt and tie it up and set it on fire and chunk it at somebody maybe. I don't know. I'm one of those people who consider like 50,000 different scenarios in my head as I'm going through preparations of what could possibly come up. Pack of wipes. Just because, you know, having a clean butt keeps your morale pretty good, pretty high. And one thing people don't really think about a lot in a survival situation, you're eating stuff that you're not used to. You may be trying stuff you're not used to, or that you're not even sure if it's edible or not, which I do not recommend. Do not eat stuff that you don't know if it's edible or not. Just another Black Ninja shirt. Just in case I have to go in stealth mode. Or need it to wrap up my head or whatever. Because you can use a t-shirt as a head wrap too. And I'll probably confuse people with my head wrap because I have long hair and I always keep it covered. But that's just kind of like, I don't know. I don't know if it's farmer mode or survival mode or what you want to call it, but I want to keep it out of the way so I'm not ripping it out or getting it caught up in something. Here's another bug out bag. I think this is a poncho. Yeah, I think that's a poncho. It's camouflage. Which, if you had to, you could probably use it as a small tent. For one person, anyway. More toothpaste. And, yeah, I probably won't need 2 tubes of toothpaste. But stuff like that can be used to barter with, too. So I have more beef jerky and water and peanut butter crackers. I have a brush, clean pair of underwear, some gummies, some socks, just some extras. This is another book bag that I've just picked up at a local thrift store. $1, I think. I have my elderberry gummies, which are extremely good when you're sick or just to keep from getting sick. And it gives you a little sweet, sour boost too that can also be good for morale and to give you just a little oomph of strength. Okay, this is my soup bag here. This has got, well, besides the soup, it's got some hulls too, but got my fig bars. I got some little Spanish rice, some vegetable beef stew mix, and some Lipton Soup Secrets, which is just like little packs of chicken noodle soup. All these things can be used with a little bit of boiling water. If you got access to some water, you know, you can figure out something to fix this in. Even if it's in the pouch, you could add the boiling water right in the pouch and just let it sit a minute. And it's better than nothing. You know. Got an extra towel just in case you need something to dry off with. And like I said, you never know what's going to come up in any situation. So even if, like, I'm caught in a bad hurricane or a tsunami, or, I mean, not that I'm planning on that, but you never know where you're going to be or where you might run to or what might come up along the way or when you get there. So I try to keep all my stuff, even if my bags get wet, the stuff on the inside that could be damaged by water, I try to keep them in baggies too. Some of them are even double baggy, but I kind of didn't do that the last time I switched everything out. More elderberry gummies, and again, we eat these a lot. I got a big family, so that's something that will keep a while. And here I have some Vicks Vapor Rub, some Neosporin, some Big Bars, Band-Aids, and a couple of lidocaine patches, which if you're out doing stuff in the woods or trying to build shelter or hiking for a long time, there's a good chance you're going to injure yourself somehow, and you might need a little bit of pain relief for your back or shoulders or something. So that kind of stuff comes in handy too, just to have as an extra option. More bags. Okay, this one's got beef jerky, peanuts, fruit snacks, peanut butter crackers, some cheese and stick crackers packs, and some more soup packs. Now, if things start happening, just depending on what it is, I'm going to try my best to stay at home because it would be impossible to carry all the supplies we need, and I wouldn't even know where to go anyway. It would be to somebody else's property because I don't have any family or friends that has straight property that we could go hide in. So it would probably be somewhere toward the mountains or something that I would take off to. I don't know. I would literally be going on a whim and let God direct me which direction in each step I took. This is just a bag of nuts. I'm going to take this out. This has pecans and almonds and walnuts. And that's just, you know, to have something to throw in your mouth as a little protein snack. We're not going to have chips and things like that. So another thing that's just good for morale, just to have a little something to pop in your mouth to snack on, to chew on for a minute. This protein, and maybe help you pass the time as you're moving locations or waiting out scenarios or whatever come up. So that's just a little bit. In spring I'll make a different video. It's not quite spring yet. It's almost spring, so it's almost to the point where I'm getting ready to go through all this stuff. But I have a tremendous amount of canned stuff also. I've been debating on whether I want to show that or not. I don't really like showing off preparations because, you know, Big Brother's always listening no matter what. And that would conclude my bug out bags. This and this. See y'all later.